Hey there everyone, it's Helen. I'm the national artist for Sephora collection, and today we are talking about bright makeup. So sometimes playing with your look is the best mood booster out there, and we have everything from shiny to glossy, so stay tuned and we'll get started. Okay, so first I'm going to kick off this look using the Sephora Collection Mini Pocket Eyeshadow Palette. This is really great. This one is in purple, and you can see here it has some really great ranges of mattes and shimmers, and it even has a duochrome in it. And I really wanted to play with the bright colors in this. I'm super drawn to purples these days, so I'm going to use the brightest purple in here, and then I'm going to top it with the duochrome. I'm going to use the Sephora Collection number 10 brush. This brush is really great for just getting the first layer down of any color. I like it because it's a little bit bigger. So if you're not doing a lot of like detail work, this one's really great to just lay down color. So just make sure you don't have any like concealer marks or any primer marks. I've already put on some primer here. And I always start by like pressing in the eyeshadow first. So like kind of wiggling it on. And the reason I do that is just to prevent any fallout. This palette's really great. It really does stick to the skin, which is really nice. So you don't have to do that whole lot of that. Once you lay it down in the color and the profusion that you want, you can really start blending and getting that nice like softer edge to it, which I love. I have been super attracted to brights lately. I think it's just one of those things that it's becoming spring. Everybody's really playing a lot with eye makeup. It looks really cool. It's just like a pop of color. Everyone's thinking about going back out again in the world. And these bright colors really like just draw you in. And don't be afraid to use your finger. I use my finger so much to blend and like to take away. I think it's just an easy way to do your makeup. And some people are really like, use a different brush or another brush, and I just like think that's too hard. Just go ahead and use the same brush and use your finger to remove if you need to remove a little bit. So that is really the first tone. Actually, I think I'm gonna get a little bit more. So I'm gonna take a little more from the palette, just build that up just a little bit right along the lash line, because I like it to be less bright up top, but I do want this bright tone to show through the duochrome that I'm gonna top it with, which really makes it like even brighter, which I love. So that is the first eye. You can see it just has a lot of color to it. It's really bright purple. It has like a slight metallic sheen to it, so it goes on really, really smoothly. I feel like mattes are the ones that tend to have a lot of fallout, and anything that's like metallic or satin is a little bit softer and grips onto your skin a little bit more. So this is just a really simple shadow to apply. So I'm going to do the other side because I like to work one eye and then do the other so that I don't forget the steps that I did. So just wiggling it into the shadow, making sure it's smooth on my lid before I get started, and pressing and wiggling it on. And I always focus on the center of my lid because that's where I want the most profusion, and then you can always blend out from there. I also like this brush because it kind of comes to a point at the tip there, so you can really get into the crease but not go too crazy with it. Now I'm gonna work on blend. Okay, so now I'm going to make this just a super impactful look by throwing on this duochrome shade. It has blue flecks in it, but it is a purple, so it really does like just give this added layer of intensity to the look, which is really cool. I switched brushes to the Sephora Collection number 13 brush. This is a really great brush for any sort of eyeshadow that has a glitter in it because it really does pack it on. It's not quite as fluffy as the 10. It lends itself a little bit more to anything with like a glitter or shimmer finish. I love this, it's so pretty. And whenever you're doing like a topper, you don't want to like dust over the top of it with like a looser brush because it's going to take away the intensity that you've built underneath. So I always like to do something that's just a little bit tighter and firmer and pat it on as opposed to sweeping. And that'll really help you to get the look you want and not lose the purple shade underneath. Cool. I love this shade. Okay, so Honestly, this is what looks good on my eyes. I'm not going to put any eyeshadow underneath. I think that this is just a more modern look and take on a bright eye look. So I think it's ready and time to move on to mascara. So my latest obsession, and I've talked about it in other videos, I'm super into it, is the Sephora Collection Size Up Mascara. If you haven't tried it, it's incredible. It's $12, so you're truly getting like triple your lashes for $12. It is so bonkers. You can do one coat and it looks like really fresh and like long fluttery lashes, or you can do several coats and your lashes are just ginormous all of a sudden. So this is my latest obsession, as I was saying, and I do like a wiggle and a pull. One key thing when I'm doing mascara is I actually do it really slow. So once I've built up the product enough, you can pull it out a little bit slower, like really just do it at a glacial pace. And I swear it like stretches the formula and stretches your lashes. So it really makes them super duper long. You don't really have to work very hard with this mascara, but it does lend itself to that technique. I'm gonna do the other side and then come back. And now I'm actually going to do something on the bottom. I'm gonna do a bottom lash. I think that it just opens up your eye even more. Bonkers. Okay, next up is cheek. So I have chosen the Tower 28 Beach Please Lip and Cheek Blush. This is really great. This is the color Magic Hour. I've chosen this because I'm kind of doing brights all over. So I'm doing brights on my lids and brights on my lip. And so I feel like when you do brights on your cheek, then you're hitting into like clown territory. It's just like too much. They're all kind of fighting with each other. Your eyes need something to focus on. So I've chosen to tone it down and do this beautiful nude shade. So to apply this, I just use my fingers. You can do whatever you like. I like to do about 2 and just kind of start to tap it on. I love to do it with my fingers with a cream blush, especially because I think it gives you the chance to really feel where your cheekbone is. Another thing that I've been doing lately when I apply my blush is actually like coming from this side as opposed to starting like dead center in my cheek, and I actually think it's helped to just kind of draw everything a little bit more out and widen my face a little bit. If you have a really narrow face, this is a great technique for you. And you can see that gives like such a beautiful hint of color. It's just like a kiss of blush, just something really faint and very, very pretty. Okay, cool. I feel great about that. So I'm gonna do the other side. And to tie into the purple, I'm going to do a pink bright lip. So this is new from Milk Makeup. This is called the Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. And this shade is in Charged. And it's just a really great shade. And it matches really well with this purple. Wow, I love this. Okay, so the active ingredient that makes your lips plump is Sichuan pepper, and I have an obsession with Sichuan pepper. I have like this chili sauce that I put it on. I'm obsessed with it. It's like gives you that like velvet heat in your mouth. It sounds so weird, but this does the same on your lips, so it feels like a really like soft, warm, plumping effect. It's really like, it doesn't hurt at all. It's really nice. And it's just a really beautiful shade. All right, it's a party now. This is a great way to add some pizzazz to your look. You can grab what I used in the description below and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And until next time, bye everybody.